Good morning, guys. So today I want to do a week of breakfast because actually incorporating a small, warm, delicious breakfast has been something I've only recently started doing again after maybe like 4 or 5 years of naturally doing intermittent fasting. And it wasn't because I was trying to not eat in the morning. It was just because every morning you have to get up, go out, and you just kind of get in the habit of missing breakfast. As you know, I've been going through my little health habits and journey, and breakfast has been one of the ways that I feel like it's really changed the way my stomach feels, my body feels, but also my energy levels to balance the glucose levels. So I'm going to share with you guys my favorite recipes. I'm obsessed with these. They're delicious. They're easy to make. This morning, I'm going to start off by sharing the recipe that I've been eating non-stop, and it's actually millet porridge. Millet, if you guys haven't seen before, is this kind of yellow grain, but it just makes the most delicious and silky porridge in about 20 minutes. So let's make it. So I use about half a cup of the millet and then just run it under water to rinse it and then drain the water out. And then in a saucepan, I'm going to put about 4 cups of water in there and bring that to boil. And while that's boiling, we prepare the sweet potato. So for the sweet potato, I just take off the skin and then cut it into little cubes. So the smaller the cubes, the easier it will cook through. So if you have less time, you can make them smaller. If you want more, mouthfuls of sweet potato, then you can make them a bit larger. But I love somewhere in the middle because it also breaks down and makes the congee like nice and orange. Okay, so now our water's boiling. I'll add the millet in there with the sweet potato as well, and then just keep it kind of boiling, but you can reduce the heat to about medium or a low simmer. And we just basically leave this and let it cook for about 30 minutes. You do want to stir it occasionally so that the bottom doesn't stick or burn. What I like to do actually is also add a little bit of jujube dates to it because this makes it a little bit sweeter. I like it kind of porridge-like and a little bit thicker, but if you like it more thin, then just add more water. But the longer you cook it, the thicker it will get. So you can just kind of adjust it according to what you like, but it's ready. And what I like to do at the very end is add a few goji berries and some black sugar, just a teeny bit, and it really makes it so delicious. Oh my gosh, how good does this look? The reason why I like adding black sugar is because black sugar is way less refined than any other sugar, and it has this really nice earthy taste, and it almost makes it look like a creme brulee on the top. It's so good. And then you'll also find that it instantly kind of like just loosens and calms down your stomach. So one thing that I learned is breakfast is best eaten between 7 and 9 a.m. And another little thing I learned is TCM swears by warm breakfast. One, because it takes your body and your stomach way less energy to digest. So if you have digestion problems, it will also help with that. It will strengthen your gut bacteria, with the nutrients, but also just the warmth of it. Because anytime you have something cold, it kind of shocks the stomach because the stomach and our body temperature is, let's just say, like a kettle, right? Like a boiling water. And then as soon as you add ice to it, it's fizzling out. And that's what kind of happens to weak stomach, upset stomach. So if you have things like issues with digestion and things like that, then definitely keep to a warm breakfast like this. Hello again. So it is nighttime, and tomorrow I wanted to make congee and soy eggs, and I'm actually going to prepare the soft-boiled soy eggs right now because they need overnight to marinate. So just boil some eggs. I have this neat little egg boiler because I love eggs. And then while that's boiling, I just prepare the marinade, and for the marinade, I just put chopped or minced garlic, soy sauce, some honey, and then some like warm water just so the honey dissolves, and then that's your marinade. Normally I would add some green onion, and if you have white sesame seeds, do that too, but I ran out of both, so it's just going to be a simple little marinade. Ice bath. Okay, now the eggs have cooled. I'm just gonna peel them, and then they go straight into the soy onsen. Ready for tomorrow. Checking out eggs. Ooh, they look so good. So today we're gonna make congee. In Cantonese culture, congee is very popular for breakfast, just in Asian culture. It's called chuk, and it's basically just broken down rice. But there's a special thing that happens to the rice when you cook it, which breaks it down into a resistant starch. And so congee is actually really good for things like slimming or weight loss and just like general health. It's not like a dietary thing. It's great. So yesterday night, I said I forgot green onions. So I just popped over to the store and got some because it's very important. Okay, so this is actually bone broth. It's chicken soup that we made before, and just look at it. Look at that delicious gelatin texture. This is great for blood and collagen, and it's delicious, and it's the base of our soup.
I'm bringing the chicken broth to boil and then adding 2 slices of ginger for a subtle warmth and kick. It's very traditional. And then a couple of pinches of salt. When it starts to boil, we add our leftover rice, and the ratio of rice to liquid should be about 1:6 or 1:8, and it really depends on if you like your congee thinner or thicker, but you can always add more water. Once it starts boiling, I'll turn it down to medium or low to continue simmering it for about 20 minutes. You'll start to see it get thicker and thicker as it boils, and the rice really absorbs a lot of the broth. So occasionally just mix it so it doesn't clump or burn. And then when I see the liquid become more like a paste, like you can see that texture, that's when I know it's ready. Garnishing with the green onion is a must, and adding white pepper because that's the way. Black pepper is completely different, so stick to white. And our delicious soy eggs.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I got changed because I'm literally about to head out, but that just goes to show how quickly this can be done. It's about 30 minutes from start to finish. So we have the protein with the eggs. Normally, if I have chicken, I'll put shredded chicken inside the porridge, but I didn't have that today. But you can see on our IG that I made a recipe there. Congee is really cool because you can literally just have it as just plain rice and then add whatever. Like you could even put like scrambled eggs or kind of like whatever protein you have to it. There's like a million different ways that you can make it, but this is how I always grew up with it. It reminds me of home. And the older I get, the more I really appreciate like what my parents used to make me eat that I would not want to eat. Like congee was one of them because I thought it was like sick people food. But now I've learned so much about like why the body loves it. If there was one meal I could have for the rest of my life, I guess now it's congee. I used to say it was pasta. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly finish this. I'm gonna head out, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Next up, avo and cottage cheese toast.
Good morning! Okay, so this morning I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna make a quick avocado and cottage cheese toast. I'm Australian. Australians love our avo toasts. So all I'm gonna use is avocado, cottage cheese. Normally you would use it on like sourdough bread, but I don't have any left. Thomas made some milk bread, so I'm gonna use that. And let's make my favorite breakfast. So the avocados are great in the morning because they keep you feeling full for a really long time. They have a lot of great healthy fats, so I love avocados.
I roughly dice up a whole avocado so that it makes it easier to mash later. And one is actually very filling, so this could make you 2 servings or like 2 toasts. Then I add some salt to it before mashing it together. And then toasting Thomas's famous milk bread. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Okay, so I use cottage cheese, and you could also use ricotta. They're quite similar, but I just like the little curds in the cottage cheese. It's got a subtle flavor that's slightly more savory, and I think it goes perfectly with the avo. This is giving a boost of protein to just an average avo toast, and I love it. You're going to be obsessed. Adding our avocado, and then I love a kick with chili flakes and also some hot honey. This stuff is insane, and it takes it to like restaurant level status, I'm telling you.
So delicious. I'm not even joking. This is so good. And then you can still add some salt, pepper, and adding a boiled egg just adds more protein. And the thing about me is like, I'm so cheap. If I go outside, you know, to have brunch or breakfast, I will never order an avocado toast. No, because I just know how much better I could make it. And it's like so expensive when you order it outside, right? So like, I can just never do that. All right, anyway, I will see you tomorrow.
Caramelized peaches and warm oatmeal.
Okay, good morning everyone. I woke up today and I felt very inspired to use these peaches. So my friend actually went upstate and they gave us some of these fresh farmers market peaches, and I think they look delicious. Let's make it. If you guys don't know what oatmeal is, there's all different types. This is the one I use. It's called rolled oats. And that just makes the cooking time way faster. Like it only takes about 3 minutes. I'm gonna use soy because I have soy. I'm actually trying to wean off oat milk. I don't know if you guys have seen, but apparently oat milk is just like a shot of blood sugar into the system. It's not that great for you, and especially Oatly, which I love so much for coffee and drinks. Like there's just a lot of different oils that aren't that great for you, and there's a lot of kind of textural fillers to make the formula taste good and feel good. And so let me show you how I make it.
Starting with my beautiful peaches. I'm going to use just one and cut them into slices and then cubes. Peaches are actually great for anyone with stomach problems because it supports the stomach and helps with digestion. To caramelize, I add some butter to the pan and then throw in the peaches. And I also add a tiny bit of maple syrup and just let them cook and slightly brown. And while that's going on, I add half a cup of oats and 1 cup of soy milk to another pan, bring that to boil, and cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. And it should look nice and thick, just like this, and it's ready to serve. So we put our peaches on, I sprinkle some cinnamon and a little more drizzle of that maple. How delicious does this look?
I love maple on everything. Maple makes everything good. And I know, you know, we're not supposed to have like too much sugar in the morning, but this is just enough. Peaches are warm for the body, so it makes it good for digestion. You know, the way we caramelized it is also great for the body because once again, anything too cold will shock your stomach and it makes it much harder for digestion. Ever since I discovered that like my body had a lot of imbalances, oats was my go-to. So I've been having it for years now, and it's really helped with everything. My skin, because everything's kind of related.
Last up, strawberry chia seed pudding.
We're going to prepare the chia seed for tomorrow morning because that starts the night before as well. Chia seed, you can just soak it in like a nut milk or just milk or water if you really want to. If you're into that basic chia seed. No, but like you want to soak it in milk normally.
Wait, really? I just soak it in water.
Oh my god. Thomas Okay, my dear.
I'm sorry, I'm so basic for
Yes.
you.
Okay, so let me teach you the ways. Okay, so normally you would soak the chia seed overnight in some sort of milk, oat milk. I have soy milk, and then the chia blooms, right? And it becomes this like delicious kind of jelly-like texture, which is high in fiber and nutrients, and it's just great. But there's ways to make it way more interesting, which is what I'm gonna show you, and it looks really good. So what we'll need is strawberries, yogurt, nut milk of choice, and if you want to add a little bit of sweetener to the base, then a little bit of maple syrup. Okay, so to blend, we just put our strawberries in there and then some milk. It's almost as though you're just like making a smoothie, to be honest. Normally I'd put in Greek yogurt, but we only have this like strawberry mousse one, so we're gonna use that. It's just got a little bit more like sugar content. And because this is flavored yogurt, I'm gonna skip the maple. And that's good. Because I don't have the lid for these, we're just going to saran wrap them, leave them overnight in the fridge, and then we will see deliciousness in the morning. Good morning. I just took these out of the fridge. They're looking good. They're a little wetter than normal because I put less chia in there. But all the little chia seeds have bloomed inside and they're looking really good. I'm actually gonna just put some topping on there.
With chia pudding, it's really up to you what you want to put, but I'll add some granola, then some almond butter, which is so good for balancing blood sugar levels and just keeping you fuller for longer with a bunch of proteins and healthy fats.
Excited.
I have blueberries as well, so adding those in too.
It's got all the textures you need. Crunchy, soft, fruity. It has got more sugar than all the other breakfasts we've made, but you know, that's fine. Life isn't about not enjoying what we eat. I have to show you. This is my favorite almond butter of all time. Have to get this one. Justin's Honey Almond Butter. It is so good. A tip is if you're on your period or leading up to your period, maybe I would avoid this one because it's cold. I have to leave in 10 minutes. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this almost like basically a week of breakfast with me. I loved showing you all my favorite go-to recipes. These are the meals that I would happily die eating for breakfast for the rest of my life. They're super easy once you get the hang of them, and you can really customize it to however you like. So I challenge you to try some of them and let me know how they go. And yeah, we're all on a health journey together and I love that. So stay tuned for more recipes, drinks, food, and if you have any ideas of what you want to see more of, please leave them below and I'll see you really soon. Goodbye.